Let's get this fixed before someone does themselves any mischief.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened to Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night... The hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say?
Six.
We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should be ready too. We've a long journey ahead of us.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
Let's get this fixed before someone doesn't...
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
Their bunks are made up.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what...
They even have a Moogle. I've never... I'm sure it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest, and that they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem. That sounds painful.
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again, Clive.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
Sid's gone off again. To Rosaria this time to pick up some supplies. Never can get him to sit still.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Oh, my thanks. These birds are needy creatures. They don't like me running after the fat chocobo behind their backs.
They must keep you busy.
Ah, there's never a moment's rest. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food.
I see I'm busy here. So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? Anything else?
You!
What's the matter?
It's my assistant. She left to gather soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot concentrate one whit for fear of what. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check?
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you.
Whereabouts is she?
Gotan's Bales. It's on the outskirts of Lostwig, not the safest place for an unaccompanied bearer, perhaps. Now go, and do not linger.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for some wild mickleberries.
Can I help you?
Kenneth sent me.
Ah, wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Is he sick?
I'm afraid so. Those no longer in need of a Physica's immediate ministrations are sent here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself. Come, you must eat if you're to recover. You can really do with a proper place to train.
Back so soon? Kenneth sent me. He thought you might be hungry.
He wasn't wrong. The way my gut's been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Guard duty down here can't be much fun.
It's not. But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch out. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. You have your place too, of course.
It's kind of you to say so.
It is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation. Off you go, then.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
Well? What's that for you, dear? Anything else?
Someone's in trouble. Get him! Stay down! Get him! Give them all you've got. Don't let them get away. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Over here. There, boy. Get him, boy. You're finished. Are you hurt?
It would have been worse if you hadn't come along. Wait, I've seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you.
I noticed that. But this soil's not going to collect itself.
Then what if I gathered it for you? Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is soil. But I'd be a fool to refuse your help after what just happened. It's the good stuff you're looking for. Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
Dark, rich, and fragrant. Well, you should hurry back.
That seems unlikely.
Soil, then. There's certainly enough of it here. But is it dark, rich, and fragrant? That should be enough. I'd better get it back to the hideaway.
There you are. And? All safe and sound?
Well, yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Yes. Here.
Glorious! When Martel came home empty-handed, I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
But that's...
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay, although you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least. I wish I could offer you some fruit too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
Now, my research can continue.
So your mind's made up, is it?
We'll be leaving for Rosaria as soon as we're able.
Back down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you was Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job. No need to make such a fuss. You take care, alright? Oh, I'm crap at goodbyes. Where's Sid when you need him?
Give him my regards when he gets back.
I will.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ready, my lady?
Ready. Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Rand did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now. Thanks to you. We should press on. That inn at the top of the hill must be Martha's Rest. Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Look at the fuse on this. Explains why there's
There, boy! You know what to do. That's enough. No holding back. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Over You know what to do. Keep your distance. Sick of Torgal. They never finished building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Oi! Stop and give me an hand. Here, you couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. It was really late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then.
Martha's Rest.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one. Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Sounds about right. Have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt.
Gizal greens?
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters.
Good girl. You get some rest now.
You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or bandits. So much for the Holy Empire bringing us a new age of enlightened order.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
When he goes to East Pool, leave him in the park.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Very well.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rosaria. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
To the marshes, then. Let's find that ladder.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Ready goes to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. You keep that sword in its sheath.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
Company.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming.
Get him! You know what to do. Sick of Torgal. Over here. Way sick of Torgal. Get him! Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him! You know what to do, boy.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn round. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, all right?
But I was supposed to be in Eastpool yesterday.
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard in days.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth. About why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey?
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowwise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
Have an hour,
Keep them nice and
don't be
fresh.
shy.
Fresh cuts, fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts in.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way. Did we?
No.
Get him! Get him, boy!
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder?
Let's go and see.
Over here. Sick of Torgal!
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Grieger go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die.
Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you.
The light, it fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can. For the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again, and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Bridge to Eastpool's mended by the sound of it. I thought I might have a chance to put my feet up.
Where'd you think your feet have been the past fortnight?
I have to find. Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you.
You look like you're in a hurry.
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment.
Sounds serious. What happened?
Not so much what happened as what might. And now, what...
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand.
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. His name's Norris.
You found him yet? That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you curse my luck? Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down,
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. There may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say.
crystal. This should be interesting.
Get him, boy! Get him! Sick of Torgal! It's over! Stay down! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Over here! Sick of Torgal! Keep your distance, boy! You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away.
This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
You found it! Oh, thank you! Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
You barely have to step out your front door.
Good girl. You'll get some rest.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He can't have got far. I better keep my eyes peeled. A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went. Someone made short work of them. I wonder if that's... Someone was Norris. Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave as one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And sorry. You're now Imperial Dog.
I've been called worse. Oh, I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me, but if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving this to a bearer. I'll go myself.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell you. Won't want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughingstock.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
I hear the levies are due to go up again.
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Ugh, curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfords, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you, then. Not while there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out baked, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder. When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
We're not alone.
Hungry and mean.
Sick of Toggle. That's enough. Get him. Sick of Toggle. Don't let them get away. Sick of Toggle. Give them all you've got, boy.
How to find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
Wonder how long that bait'll last.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves. So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Keep your distance, boy.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Drink up now, my darling. Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
13 years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
If we follow the road to the north,
He should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Well met, friend. Here you go. See you then.
Look what the curl dragged in. Coin purse weighing you down? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Come again.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers? Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their
branded. We knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Sure this arm is.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It will be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Well now, unfamiliar faces.
We're looking for an elderly bearer.
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. The levy's going up and up and up, even as the Blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me. Telling you what you already know. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either. Though I doubt he'll have gone far.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Good day, milady.
I'm looking for a bearer. An elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields.
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose.
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere.
Thank you.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the chocobo keeper. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, He's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
Drink up now, my...
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further? There's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. Over here. Get him, boy! That's enough. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of trouble. Get him. Give me blood. There, boy. There, boy! Don't let them get away! Stay down!
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition, one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course, but
but it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The Blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village. And what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all, she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The Blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around. Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
What is it, Torgal? Clive.
That's him. He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know. Where is he?
Nowhere to be seen.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix. Thank you, Joshua.
Are you sure about this?
Nevermore. Another gate. Let's see if this one opens. this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Jill?
What do we do?
The usual. More trouble.
Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get away.
How can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
You know what to do, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Looks like he could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Not this time.
Don't let them get away. There, boy. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Torgal. There, boy. Sick of Torgal.
sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
Over here.
Sick of Toggle. Get him. Garuda, lend me your strength. You know what to do, boy. You know what to do. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Don't let him get away.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Sick of Toggle. Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. You know what's there. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Sick of Toggle. Sick of Toggle. Don't let them get away. Get him. Too slow. There, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy. That's enough. Give them all you've got, boy. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. It's over. There, boy. Give them all you've got, boy.
I don't like this.
Seems the feeling's mutual. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy. Don't let them get away. Not this time. Sick of trouble. Get him. There, boy. Give them all you've got, boy.
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy. Sick of trouble. Get him, boy. There. Now.
This is our chance.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of trouble. You know what to do, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. Too slow. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. You're finished. It's done.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.